Okay, so we should be live. Let me check. Let me know how you see me, and let me know if everything alright with the volume. There's no noises, and you hear me good. And we will start. Today is actually a very good topic and very scary topic. 1 more minute and we starting. Okay, so I see it's 5 people watching right now. The quality is good, so everything is good. So guys, welcome back to our streams. I will try to make them more often, like a week, on weekly basis, maybe 2-week basis. And today is actually very dramatic topic. I know I do the advertisement about all of this in a very clickbait way, but basically if you are seeing me right now and if you want to understand what's going to be next, I will try to do a very good breakdown and explain you what are the ways of the market, what can we do, what are the risks. Actually, we will explore all of the tools which we could use right now, but these days, and actually this short period of time, I think from today to next couple months, will be very risky on the market. So jumping to comments, guys, if you wanna pass any comments, please go ahead. I will happy to answer, and we are starting. So basically I would love to start from the current situation of the market. As all we know, the fear and greed index was around 10, less than 20, and everyone panicked right now, everyone's selling, and people feel that they don't know what to do next and what's going to be after. And this is very reasonable. It's very reasonable. Why? Because such a situation like today was 3 years ago during the last cycle, and as we can see, this is 2021, 2020, 2021, when was the DeFi summer, actually when I was joined the crypto community. We seeing similar pattern. So there was a first very good pump here, then we had a correction, and this correction actually wasn't lower than the 50-week moving average. So here was the bottom, then here was the bottom, and then after the third one pump, we actually broke the 50-week moving average, and then we reclaimed it a bit, and the bear market was started. Actually full capitulation and the crypto winter. So right now, actually happening the same situation. I don't know what's going to be next. I'm not a one guy. I'm not trying to predict. I'm trying to protect my portfolio and share my thoughts with all of you guys. So nowadays, we have the same as a 50-week moving average. We have a local bottoms. Every time we went to 60K, then we dropped down to 49, and all of those times, even the tariff drama went us to the local bottoms, never lower than the 50-week moving average. What is 50-week moving average? So this is the price for last 50 weeks. That's it, like average price. And what this line could say to us, like what are those things means? It actually shows us the trend. Just show us the trend, that's it. You're not trying to predict anything or see any figures on the chart. And right now, what we could say that the correction, if it normal case, it should be around 100K, maybe 95, but not 81. And right now we could see that this is a full breakout of 50-week moving average. It means that we broke the trend for last couple years, and it could lead to actually capitulation and crypto winter. And this is a very scary period right now, because if we could say it's for sure going to be the crypto winter here, we could just can sell our crypto assets into the stable coins and sit, wait, or even open a short position. But we don't know. Why? Because the cycle is different, people is different. They're already institutional rails and they're buying Bitcoin, etc., etc. But this is actually the biggest problem right now, because as we see what's happening with the economy, with USA, with the politics, they could play in the same game as we are playing. So they could increase the volatility on the market, then they're going to buy again the volatile assets, and then they bring more stability to the market. And we could be very tricked. So because of this, I want to say that I think till March or till February, we will have very big unconscious on the market, and we actually they're going to be very risky period, very risky zone, because we still do not in the bear market, but we already not in the bull market. And because of this, I have a couple actions, and I would love to do the breakdown actual what we could do to protect our funds. But to speak a bit more about the analytics, I would love to say that most of the indicators actually, like unrealized profit and losses, showing to us that we are entering the bear market. Basically, that's what's happening right now. Then our RHODL ratio, same, showing us that we are entering a bear market phase. And basically the trend broken, and next couple months gonna be very risky. So according to all of this information, I don't want to go deeper and explain all of the things about the economy and what's going to be with the inflation, etc., etc. Why? Because I think that's enough in terms of the explanation. We are right now in the phase what was 3 years ago, and that's the main point. BTC already dropped down from 126k to 81, and that's minus 40%. That's actually very big capitulation, very big correction. What's next? So what the conclusion can be made from all of this? The trend fully broken, and the next months gonna be very risky. What are scenarios? What are the scenarios we have for the next couple months? So basically, one of the scenarios here is reclaiming. Could be maybe USA or China will unban BTC, or US will make a treasury full of BTC and they start buying it from their own money, and it could be for sure. I don't want to say that the bear market is going to be 100%, and that's actually I don't want to say this. I just want to protect. Then a full capitulation, of course, to 60k. But what actually could happen, more or less, like market love to do this, it's reclaiming to 109, 110k, and then again the capitulation for a couple next months. So basically that's what was 2021-22, and that's this period of time before very big capitulation of the Bitcoin and zone actually where we should start buying it. That's also what I want to understand. What are the tools? What are the actions we could do, and what are the tools we have here? So basically, if we believe in these scenarios, how we could act. First, we could do all in long. If we believe that the market will reclaim current positions, why not to put long? That's could be easy money. But with all of those actions, we have actually risks here. And if you will put your debt in long or in short right now, you're risking full debt. Full deposit could be liquidated. Again, you could do long till 110k and then short to 60k. Again, full debt gonna be liquidated. Could be, but you could win, of course. So then I have three other scenarios and three other actions what we could do. For example, we could play with the options on the BTC. We could hedge with the options. I will explain a bit later how does it works and what are the things there. Or we could buy on spot and sell on spot and still just sit in stable coins. Could be. This is like 100% safe, except USDC or USDT will debug. But again, right now, very, very risky phase, and I actually considering sitting in stable coins. But to be in the market, because anything could happen, and I would love to show on my example how the things how works, and that's actually why I'm doing a reports on my portfolio on DeFi Capital, and that's not about sitting in a stable coins, basically, because you're unable to grow with the market, and I would love to participate right now in options trading, because the options in general have the different risk and reward profile. So firstly, let's see if we have any comments, and about the volume, I trying to be loudy, but I think there is a problem with my microphone. Let me check. Let me know in the comments, can you hear me well right now? Let me know in the comments, can you hear me well right now? Okay. Let's continue. So basically about the options. Because if we will go all in long or in short, we're going to be fully liquidated. Still, we have a risk in a spot trading, but the risks are moderate because you will be with the coins. Means if you're buying BTC, you will still with the BTC, but it's better to withdraw it from Texas to non-custodial wallet. But basically, with options, you could have such a great actually risk and reward profile. So what does it mean? For example, that's an image explaining us what are the profit and losses we could have if we will play with the options. For example, that's one of the option. We could buy the call options, and that's actually a long, let's say, long option trade. We will pay the premium for those who are gonna sell us those options, but this is our loss already fixed. So what does it mean? We have the maturity date, we have the expiration date, and we could buy the option for next 3 months. It could be call option, and we could be in the position where actually we already pay the premium, and we never gonna lose more than this premium payment for option buying, and that's it. The same works for short. So basically, we are buying the option, we're paying the premium here, and if the price will go up, it's not gonna works like in perpetual futures short. If the price gonna go up, you're gonna be fully liquidated. In options, you already spent this premium payment, and that's it. But if the price will go down, you're gonna earn, and that's your reward profile. Same again if you, that's a put option. If you want to buy a put option, you're like a shorting. If you're buying call option, you're like longing. Basically, you're paying this premium, and then if the price will go down, you are not gonna earn anything, but you're not gonna lose as on the perpetual futures. But if the price will go up, you're gonna have your let's say reward, and that's very good actually game, not like in perpetual futures, even like not like in spot, because for example you believing right now that the price will go up and then the price will go down, you can risk on the whole deposit to bet and to see are you gonna win or not. But basically, if you're gonna trade options, you are risking only on the premium, but your reward profile is same as you're risking on the full deposit. And this is very, very good tool and very, very good solution to hedge from the market conditions, or even to trade and see are you able to earn or not. So what I'm personally choosing to do, I will wait till we're gonna reclaim 110, 109, and then I will go with the options, and I will short, because I do believe that the trend are broken, and we may enter a bear market. And because of this, I don't want to play on my whole debt. I just buying the one or two options and paying the premium, and that's it. And that's actually a very good risk-reward game here. So that's the point about all of our actions, all of our possible actions, and all of our risks regarding all of these possible actions. And I do think that this part could be very, very good right now, and I will avoid any of the perpetual futures or any of the longs where I'm risking on the full deposit. And I actually advise you guys to learn how the options works. We will have more streams and more explanations about the options very soon. But if you will go and open an account on Deribit and check yourself how the things works, it will be amazing for you, because actually all of the clever people there I know, they are trading options. They're not trading on the perpetual futures. It's very risky. It's like a gambling if you're trading on perpetual futures. So regarding my portfolio, let me check, is there any comments? Okay. Regarding my portfolio, we have everything explained on the DeFi capital. We started from 100,000 K, from 100,000 and April 3rd, 2025. And right now we are in November, and we have 220K. We lost 13K from a last report because of this market drop, and we actually had 91% stable coins and 9% in crypto September 3rd. But then we actually get impacted because of this capitulation, this correction, which is very unusual. And the idea that right now we are fully in the stable coins. This position in the Llama land was liquidated, and I was actually explaining this in our community in Telegram that I still betting on the market on 100,000 when it was 100,000. I'm still betting that we could go more up, but if we will go down, it's a full capitulation, and those position was at risk, and we lost this position. So I'm not showing you every time how I winning. For example, last 4 reports, you see I won 87k, 25, 31, but before that I lost 73. Now I'm lost 13, and I'm showing you how I do the winning decisions, and I'm showing you my losses. And I think this is very honest, and that's what I didn't had when I grew up in the crypto. Someone who could share with me the experience and say like, that's what I'm doing, and that's how I'm losing, that's how I'm winning. Basically, right now we are fully sitting in the stable coins. As you can see from the last report, November 11, just let's check one of the positions. We had USDC in Syntropia, 123k, and right now in Syntropia already 124. Basically, if we will calculate how much we earned here, this is gonna be, let's check, we already earned around 800 bucks for last 20 days only from this position with Syntropia. As you know, Syntropia is our protocol where we are managing assets on chain with special risk monitoring, and we have already a few detected incidents when we saved the funds. That's actually why I'm sitting in Syntropia, because right now I feel we're going in very risky zone, and I have 100% in the stable coins, and those stable coins should earn me some APR, some reward, and I don't want to sit idle on them, and that's basically why I'm invested them in the Syntropia, because we have like here 18% APR, 12% APR, which works very good. And regarding the whole portfolio reports, during this market cycle, let's say for the last 2 years, for last year, I doubled this portfolio from 100k to 220. Again, as I mentioned in the community, I bought a car against the BTC in the Lenin protocol, and soon this car will arrive, and I will show you how actually I did it. And that's actually a free car from this cycle, because BTC grew up from 40k when I start investing to 126, and that's full of let's say all of the reports full of profit and losses. And what I feel right now that I think this is already almost the end, on my point of view, because basically we had like people saying, where is the altcoin season? There's gonna be no alt season. Why? Because we had a meme coin season, and a lot of people earned millions of dollars. But I remember how on X people start saying that memes are gonna be forever. That's a new form of economy, etc., etc., which is bullshit. Why? Because there's no utility, and right now all of those meme investors struggling because they unable to earn anything, and they have very big losses under their positions. But again, it was like altcoin season. Basically, the market changed. We have now institutionals, we have now ETFs, They are driving the adoption, they are driving to the price, and for all of those altcoins, there is no ETFs. So the money just unable to go from the Bitcoin or Ethereum to the altcoins and pump their small caps because there's no way to do this. Last time it was a way to do this, now it's impossible. Then another one point, 2020, 2021, how many altcoins was those time? A few, maybe a few hundreds. But right now there are thousands, just thousands. And basically, this is another one reason why we don't have this altseason because the market very fragmented and the people actually sharing the same pool of money for many of the projects and many altcoins, and they just not grow like it was in the last cycle. So basically, I don't believe that we will have any kind of alt season. I believe in Solana ETF. I believe that we will have some adoption in projects like Chainlink, like Aave. There could be, but it's not going to be like in 2021, 2020. Then again, all all of my friends and everything in the news right now saying that we are in new era because of the institutions and they're gonna buy forever. No, they have a sell button too. They know how the things works. They if they will see that this is not gonna be a deal for them, if they seeing that they start losing money, they will sell. Basically, they selling everything. They selling the S&P 500. You could open the chart of S&P 500 and you understand that it's not work like this. Not because people want to say that they're gonna buy forever. They will sell also. MicroStrategy able to sell BTC. BlackRock able to sell BTC, and if they will see that it's necessary, they're gonna do this. They're gonna do this for sure. So let's check the comments. Do you have any relevant information about the options? Yes, I will. I will have more streams about the options. I think the next stream gonna be when I show how does it works and how we could open the trades. I'm very interested in option trading. Actually, I regretting because I had one story. I agreed with a couple of my friends that we need to open the short option from 130k on BTC, and we just skip it. But I feel like I'm lost 50k, something like this. But about options, we will talk more next series for sure. We should not trust anyone, and your idea is really nice. Okay, thank you. I think in both ways, you don't know what's going to be everyone trying to hold BTC from the and they don't care about the price now. 100%. So, you know, right now is two group of people. First saying that we're already on the institutional rails and the BTC will grow up more and more and more. And the other group of people, they just bought BTC 5, 6, 8 years ago. And whatever gonna happen right now, they able to sell. And that's it. And if they sell, actually we could went into the crypto winter, and they are driving it because institutionals came after. Actually, they came even after me, and they helped me to earn this portfolio because I sold there my exit liquidity. The next comments, yeah, but persons still believe. What to say? Do you think we even need to invest into the regular market, like Apple stocks and Google stocks, and how to handle the taxes? Very good question here. Why? Because one of my let's go back to the screen sharing. One of my categories in the DeFi Capital about actually about the stock investments, and I just started this. Why? Because if we're gonna enter the bear market, like between those cycles, the previous one and the current one, I think we should have a different mental model. So ask yourself, how do people in crypto think? What we need to do in a bull market? We need to earn a lot of money. What we need to do in a bear market? We need to survive. No, you don't need to survive. You need to earn on both markets, on the bear market and on the bull market. So basically, what you could do, what's your change your mindset? What's your plan could be to earn in a bear market? My answer for myself, it's stocks, but not trading, investing in stocks. Then options in crypto, especially on BTC, because they had already very good liquidity. What I could do, I could bet and short Bitcoin without losing whole deposit as in perpetual futures. And there are two ways how you could earn money. And I already started my portfolio in the stock investments. So basically, you could check everything on the DeFi Capital. But from last update, I had 11k, 11.6k, and I already invested in semiconductors, in batteries, in defense, and in EV, electric vehicles. And as for me, I'm betting on different sectors and different industries. Even though, let me check right now the Interactive Brokers account, how much money we do have there. So, guys, very dramatic information. Basically, okay. Let's try to do it like this. 11k 700. So what I also want to say that the stock market in general doesn't have such a corrections like crypto market. If something on the stock market will have a correction as a Bitcoin this month, I think it will they will call it recession, and a lot of people will jump from the skyscrapers like it was in 2008 or 2000s during the dot-com bubble or the real estate crisis. Basically, if even you're gonna ask ChatGPT how much you could lose buying stocks, ChatGPT will say to you 20-30%. If you will ask me how much you could lose buying crypto, you could lose all your debt. So that's another point, and that's actually why I also buying stocks and want to participate in the options. Let's go to the other questions. And by the way, how are you handling taxes? Taxes. So, very good question. How are you handling taxes? I have Emirates ID in United Arab Emirates, and I able to buy stocks, trade stocks, and I don't need to pay taxes as usual it works in Europe or in US. And actually, what I could suggest, find any country in the world where you're able to get documents and create your bank account, withdraw the money there, um, with one rule, with one term, that this country doesn't have very big taxes. So what other countries could be? Cyprus, one of the way, the whole United Arab Emirates, another way, then countries like Andorra, for example, between France and Spain, they have a lot, around 4% taxes. So try to find such a places, get the papers there, and then you could open an account in the interactive brokers or in any broker you want, and that's the way. Because if you're gonna do this from European legal, US legal, you understood there's going to be a lot of taxes, and this could impact very, very bad on your portfolio and on your earnings, because they have the capital gain taxes, etc., etc. So let's go next. What else I want to say? That let's check the gold. I would love to pay attention on gold. Why? Because gold right now has $28 trillion market cap against Bitcoin 2.1. So what it could say to us? Basically, right now we have a very strange situation in the whole world, let's say like this. People start thinking that dollar, this is not the best currency because it's losing its value very, very fast. And what people want to do, they want to hedge somehow. Banks, funds, and they're trying to find a place to hedge. And here is the question, but what about the BTC? Why are they not hedging in a BTC? Why? Because the adoption still very, very low across the different markets. What does it mean? Let's do an example. During the COVID time, Warren Buffett sold around 300 billion stocks, value in stocks from air companies. Like Airbus, Cathay Pacific, etc., etc. So from all of the companies from the air transport industry. So, and then if he will go with this $300 billion and buy BTC, he gonna be, let's say, fucked immediately. Why? Because there's no any place where you able to buy Bitcoin on such a big amount, and this is very big problem because from stock market, if the people want to hedge, they never are gonna go through BTC because for them the liquidity is still too low, very low. Then they already knew that the gold exists more than 100 years, and the total market cap around 28 trillion dollars. If you go through the company's market cap, you will understood that, for example, again, Bitcoin right now we're around $2 trillion. We still lower than Amazon, Microsoft, Google, Apple, Nvidia, and again, still the biggest company is Nvidia, $4.3 trillion, and gold, $28 trillion. The question, will BTC gonna be able become like a gold? Of course, yes, I do believe in this, but still it will take some 10-20 years more. But right now, because we are in the market and we want to eat, we're spending money on the rent, we need money. We need somehow to pay for the live subscription. We are trying to understand to will Bitcoin go up or down, and we're trying to buy and sell it to catch more and to outperform BTC, which is actually works sometimes. Like on my portfolio on DeFi Capital, I outperformed BTC, but in the long term, of course, I do believe that Bitcoin could be like a gold, but it definitely take some time. Just comparing the market cap, you see this is a very big difference. Again, if someone selling a stocks during a crisis, basically if they not gonna trust in any currency like euro or dollars, they will go to gold. They're not gonna go to BTC. Very low liquidity for them. Very low liquidity for them. Very risky, very speculative. Around the gold, all of the banks buying gold. Some countries had gold in a treasury, and that's basically physical, which you could touch, which you could secure, and that's another one point about the gold, and it's rising right now, which could say to me that there could be some crisis very soon. I think might be, but again, if the people start selling stocks and exiting from their positions, basically they go through the US dollar or through any other currency, and then they will go to gold. It means that even sitting in the cash in a crisis, it's not bad, because you have the buying power. If we have a very good, let's say, sale season on the stock market and on the crypto market, you're able to buy everything from cash, and it's not bad. Only one thing, that your cash shouldn't sit idle. Basically, if you will put it in any farming opportunities or in any bank to earn APR, it will be better than just sit idle on the cash just because of the inflation. What are we have next regarding my plan? So what I want to do, basically, that's the final point of the stream, my personal action plan. So I will sit in the stable coins next couple months. I will learn more about the options, and my idea is to hedge against the bear market through the option trading. So I want to buy short option from 105, 106, something like this. I think we will go near to point where we break the trend with the 50-week moving average, like it was here. Here was the break, and then we went almost to this break point. So I do believe we will come back to 103, maybe 105. It could be. Still, I don't know, maybe we will enter a full bear market right after we will finish the stream. That's because I want to sit in stable coins right now and learn more about the options. Again, every month I'm buying stocks. I'm buying stocks on 5-7K every month. Just that's the way how I hedge, because actually for me, cycle was very good. I earned a lot of money, and we are coming to the end. That's totally okay to switch the direction to find some other investment opportunities, even not in crypto market. That's the third point, buying stocks. And what I waiting for? I'm waiting for best prices on the BTC. So basically, you could see we last cycle we managed to jump to 68, something like this, to 60. Then it was 15K in the deepest dip, lowest deepest dip during the crypto winter after the bull market. So I don't believe that we will see Bitcoin on 20K anymore, but 40K, 35 still could be. because I think we could go on this level. That's totally okay to go on this level. Basically, this level for sure. Even I could bet that we will see BTC around 60k. Then 45, 40, I don't know, but again, just on the past experience, it's totally possible. So I think this is the end. Guys, please be careful with your assets and be prepared. I think we are actually in a very dangerous zone right now since the last cycle. And see you soon on the next streams. And please subscribe to my channel, check my videos. I trying to be as honest as possible about the crypto, and I'm not trying to make screenshots of the P&L and showing to you that I earning a lot of money. Everything that I earned documented in the DeFi Capital on the portfolio reports. I not only showing you my profits, I also showing you my losses. So have a good working week, and see you soon.